A pleasant and wonderful day to all of you, my dear students. By the way, can you see and hear me clearly? Okay, that's nice. So, how are you feeling today? How's everything so far? Wow, that's great to hear. So, before starting our lesson, let us pray first and ask guidance to our Almighty God. Miss Vanessa, please lead the prayer. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Okay, thank you so much, Miss Vanessa. Now, class, let me check the attendance. As I can see here, no one is absent. We are complete for today. That's nice. Very good, class. So, before formally starting, let me give some reminders. So, class, you may or may not open your camera. If you feel comfortable opening it, then that's good. If not, then that's also fine since it is part of your data privacy and I respect that. Okay? Next thing, always keep your microphone off unless I ask you a question or unless if you have questions or clarifications to avoid any distractions. Then prepare a paper and pen with you and take notes while I am discussing since I will ask question after our discussion. Lastly, please respect everyone in this meeting and listen very carefully and attentively while I am discussing and while your classmates are giving their opinions. Okay, class, I hope I made myself clear. So before we get started, let's have a recap on our discussion last meeting. So last meeting, we tackled about the principles of speech delivery, right? Now, can you please give me the 7 principles of speech delivery? That's correct. How about the importance of these principles? Why do we need to integrate them when we perform or deliver a speech? Very well said. So I think all of you grasped and understood our lesson last meeting. With that, let us formally begin our new discussion for today. But before anything else, let's have an icebreaker first. So the title of our game is 45 Seconds Speech Game. You were grouped into 5 last meeting, right? So choose one representative in your group to play the game. So class, in this game, I have 16 random tiles and each tile contains a task or maybe a question and you will deliver a speech in 45 seconds, okay? Don't worry, this is just easy. I believe in your capabilities and I believe that you can pull this off. Okay, let's have group number 5 first. Tile number 2. Okay, let's open this one. Is the glass half full or half empty? Explain your choice. Your timer starts now. Okay, thank you so much. Group number 5. It's a tricky question, right? But you managed to answer it very well. Good job. Next, group number 4, tile number 5, okay? What would you say to your 12-year-old self if you could talk to them now? Your 45 seconds starts now. Okay, thank you so much. That's a moving speech. Nicely done. Group number 4. Next, moving on, group number 3. Your tile number is? Okay, number 4. You are a salesperson trying to sell us the shirt to have on. Your timer starts now. Wow, you really persuaded us with your speech. Thank you so much, group number 3. Then let's have group number 2. What tile number? Okay, let's open tile number 7. You are a piece of paper. Describe how we should use you before you get recycled. Your timer starts now. Okay, good job, group number 2. That's a clever answer, okay? And then for the last one, let's have group number 1. Tile number 15, okay. How to mess up a first date. Your timer starts now. Okay, that was an entertaining speech. Thank you for that, group number 1. Okay, that's the end of our activity. I want to commend all of you for doing a great job in delivering your speeches. Some of you stutter, but you were able to regain your poise. I am amazed on how you articulate your words and on how you compose your thoughts, even if you have no preparation at all. Congratulations for that, and I hope you've enjoyed. Now, class, based from the activity that I gave you, any educational guess? What is the connection of our game to our lesson for today? Yes, your classmate is right. Our discussion for the day is connected to speaking. Anything more? Very good. It has something to do with giving a speech. All of your ideas are correct. So class, without further ado, our lesson for today is all about public speaking. But before digging deeper into our discussion, let me present our lesson objectives for today's lesson. At the end of the discussion, you should be able to determine the meaning of public speaking, recognize the importance of public speaking, distinguish the speech according to purpose and speech according to delivery, and you should be able to create an informative speech to be delivered as a reading from a manuscript. Now, let us officially begin our discussion. But before I define what is public speaking, let me know your thoughts first. So class, when you hear the word public speaking, what comes to your mind or what word can you associate with it? Yes, Miss Angeline? Confidence. That's true because when we do public speaking, it requires courage and self-confidence to be able to talk in front of many people, and that's not a joke. Next, yes, Miss Chanel? Skill. Very good. So public speaking also requires a speaking skill. You have to practice and continuously develop your communication skill for you to deliver a speech and for you to become an effective public speaker. Last one, how about you, Mr. Jaylan? Communication. Okay. It is because public speaking is a communication process. You as the speaker will transmit or deliver a message to your audience, and public speaking is not just merely about talking in front of the public. Public speaking has also purpose. Very good class. Thank you for your participation. Much have been said. Let us now define what is public speaking. Miss Chelsea, please read our slide. Thank you so much. So class, public speaking is the process of transferring information from a speaker to an audience. Moreover, public speaking is not just only about talking and talking and talking. In public speaking, you are communicating your ideas with others through words as well as through your actions. And you are communicating with the audience directly to create ideas in the mind of others with the use of facial expressions and stimuli of words. Did you know, class, that there is a phobia related to public speaking? Yes, you heard it right. And we call that phobia as glossophobia. 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 According to some estimates, as much as 77% of the population suffers from some form of public speaking anxiety. Many people, of course, are able to manage and control their fear. To go on, class, let's talk about the importance of public speaking. Of course, public speaking does not only give fear and anxiety to the people. It has also significant roles in our life. The first one is, it demonstrates and increases knowledge. In public speaking class, you are conveying a message and imparting your knowledge to your audience. That's why it can increase their knowledge about a certain topic through your presentation. The next one, public speaking has the ability to advocate for causes. Class, public speaking was not made just to impress others. It was really made to raise awareness and to advocate for causes. Later, I will discuss the different types of public speaking. And for the last one, we have public speaking develops and shows confidence. Okay? Through public speaking, a speaker will develop his or her self-esteem. Because through this type of speech, you will face and encounter a lot of people. And that will eventually help you to improve your self-confidence. Am I making myself clear? Very good. So in public speaking class, we have speech according to purpose and speech according to delivery. So let's discuss first the speech according to purpose. If you have observed in the activity that I gave you earlier, we incorporated these three speeches according to purpose. And what are these? These are speech to inform, speech to persuade, and speech to entertain. So let's discuss first speech to inform. Can you please read our slide, Ms. Tron? Thank you so much. An informative speech is one in which the speaker informs the audience on a certain topic. The speaker as the source of details makes the audience listen, understand, and remember certain ideas. Class, the purpose of this style of speech isn't to persuade the audience to agree with the speaker. Instead, the details must be laid out in front of the audience so that they can make an informed decision or learn more about a certain topic that interests them. And an informative speech class may focus on the following: giving instructions, explaining a process, describing an object or idea, and clarifying a concept. So at the end of this kind of speech, the audience should be able to present a balanced view of the topic. Now allow me to show an example of speech to inform. I will play a video, so please watch and listen attentively.
I'm fat. Wow, I'm fat. She's only 19 years old? What am I doing with my life? Hey, 2 likes, nice. Do I like this photo? Does she really need more likes? Hey, I hope I'm gonna be invited to the wedding. What, 1 more like, nice. Welcome to the internal monologue of a typical social media scroll.
In that video class, the speaker, who is Miss Bailey Parnell, she was stating facts. And she's explaining on how social media can affect our life, particularly our mental health. She's informing the public on the consequences that social media can bring into us. Now, can you please give me an example of speech that purpose is to inform? Yes, that's a great example. We all experience attending various seminars and webinars in schools, right? And those are great examples of speech to inform because they are increasing our knowledge about a certain topic. Very good. Moreover, we have speech to persuade. Please read our slide, Miss Klein. Thank you so much. Okay, now can you please give me your understanding from what you have read? Correct. Additionally, a persuasive speech is one in which the speaker aims to convince the audience to feel a certain way, do a specific action, or support a particular viewpoint or cause. The speaker convinces the audience and influences them to think, believe, and or act from his or her standpoint. This is achieved through adoption of the speaker's perspective using his information, facts, ideas, and details. A persuasive speech class may provide emphasis on the following: giving facts, altering beliefs, and urging the audience to act. Did you get me, class? Okay, good. Now, an example of persuasive speech is this. Again, I will play a video, so please watch and listen attentively.
When I first got this case, started looking at it, and I saw these videos, and I saw these pictures, I couldn't imagine what happened. How could this have happened? How did this kid get caught up in this?
In that video, defense lawyer Robinson is giving a closing argument, arguing about whether the defendant is innocent or guilty of the crime. And that's a great example of persuasive speech since it's trying to influence or convince the court. Clear, class? Now give me an example of persuasive speech. That's good because obviously in that type of speech, the politician is trying to encourage or convince the people to vote for him, maybe by presenting his advocacies or platforms in that type of speech. Thank you for that. For the last one, we have speech to entertain. Please read the slide, Miss Glyza. Thank you. To add more, this type of speech class allows the audience to enjoy the presentation through humor and relaxation. In the same way, the speaker provides certain point of view on a particular subject, perhaps in a lighter manner. It imparts a lighter mood to the audience while a lesson or point is being taught. Its primary goal, class, is to stimulate emotions in an optimistic manner. Keep in mind that just like informative and persuasive speech, the speech to entertain should also discuss an important topic that is relevant to the audience. One example in this speech is doing a stand-up comedy. Again, I will play a video for you to better understand this speech.
Di ba pag napoposes sa isang tao, yung maganda, yung maganda, di ba pumapangit? Oo. Mapangitin para nag-possess, di ba? Eh, paano yung pangit? Ano mga indikasyon na napoposes na siya? Dati yung pare, lumabas ka siya sa taras, mother, di pa po siya napoposes. Sorry, yes, sorry.
Okay, class, in the video that I played, the speaker is Mr. Alex Calleja. He is a writer in ABS-CBN and he's also a stand-up comedian. As you can see in the video, he's speaking in front of many people, right? And if you observe, the audience were constantly laughing. So class, that's an example of speech to entertain. Its main purpose is to bring laughter and relaxation to the audience. Did you follow, everyone? Good. So those are the three speeches according to purpose. Inform, persuade, and entertain. Now, in your own words, can you please give me the distinctions of the three speeches according to purpose? That's right. Now, among the three speeches according to purpose, which do you think is the easiest to utilize and why? Thank you. Very well said. Lastly, can you please cite everyday situations where you can speak with purpose of informing, persuading, and entertaining? Okay, very good. All of your answers are correct. Is it clear now or do you have some questions or clarifications? If none, then let's move forward. At this juncture, class, we will tackle about speech according to delivery. Delivering a speech to inform, persuade, and entertain can be accomplished through four different methods. And what are these? These are reading from a manuscript, memorized, impromptu, and extemporaneous speech. So let's define them one by one, beginning with reading from a manuscript. Can you please read, Miss Tricia? Thank you so much. In this type of speech delivery class, you have a copy so that you will not get lost and to guide you while presenting in front of the audience. It is a type of delivery method wherein the speaker primarily relies on a written text. This type of speech delivery can be successful if appropriate care is taken in the wording of the speech. However, the formal tone and formal language of a manuscript speech may result in lack of spontaneity in responding to the audience's question since you are just basically reading. Also, reading requires careful attention to this script. So, class, one example of reading from a manuscript is a valedictory address that is usually delivered by the class valedictorian in a commencement exercise. If you observe, class, the valedictorian usually brings a copy of his or her speech to guide him or her while delivering the speech. Next, we have memorized speech. Can you please read, Miss Farah? Thank you so much. Yes, so class, in this type of speech, you memorized every word in your speech. It might appear naturally, however, giving a memorized speech is time consuming since it requires a long time of practice or rehearsal before you actually deliver it on stage. Should the speaker forget a word or line, it becomes challenging for the speaker to recover his or her poise. So an example of this speech, class, is a declamation. Are you familiar with that? A declamation is an artistic form of public speaking. It is a dramatic oration designed to express through articulation, emphasis, and gesture the full sense of the text being conveyed. Moreover, class, we have impromptu speech. Kindly read, Miss Chelsea. Thank you so much. With little or no preparation is the method of impromptu speech. Having no preparation can be both an advantage and disadvantage. It can be an advantage if the subject is familiar to the speaker, then it creates spontaneity. However, it can become disorganized and incoherent if the speaker is unfamiliar with the subject. So, class, a debate is an example of speech or of an impromptu speech. Why? Because in a debate, a little or no preparation is given to you. But still, you do not know what questions will the opposite party will throw. And the one we did earlier, right? I did not give you any preparation at all. You don't have a clue what question will be given to you, but you managed to compose your thoughts really fast. So those are the examples of impromptu speech. For the last one, class, we have extemporaneous speech. Kindly read, Miss Jamaica. Thank you so much. It is a speech that delivered with an outline or speech guide. Class, it is the best method of all because extemporaneous speech is planned and practiced. This speech delivery has the advantages of a memorized and an impromptu speech. It is more polished, spontaneous, and credible in the eyes of the audience. However, this type demands the speaker's time for preparation and practice. In this, the topic will be given to the speaker beforehand, and the speaker is given the privilege to at least rehearse and prepare his or her speech. So one example of this type of speech is class reporting. Isn't it when you are reporting, you have an instructional material with you and that's your guide? Also, you are allowed to bring brief notes for you not to get lost while reporting. But you have to make sure that you know the flow and you memorize your report to avoid lack of spontaneity and to connect with your listeners while reporting. So those are the speeches according to delivery. Do you have any queries? If none, then let me ask you some questions. So class, which do you think of the following speech methods is the easiest to deliver and which is the most difficult and why? Very well said, Miss Paula. Next, I've mentioned earlier that extemporaneous is the best method of all. But what do you think are the reasons why some students experience difficulty delivering an extemporaneous speech? I agree with you, Miss Andrea. To add more with what you have said, extemporaneous speaking has the disadvantage of requiring extensive preparation for both the verbal and nonverbal components of the speech. So that's the end of our discussion for today. Before we proceed, do you have any queries or questions or clarifications? Is everything clear? If that's the case, then let's move forward to our activity. So we have two activities for today. The first part will be done in Word Wall. I will send the link in our chat box. Wait a second. So class, this is your first activity in Word Wall. Basically, you will just drag and drop each keyword that corresponds to the given scenario or definition. I will give you 3 minutes to answer this. So I will send the link in our chat box now and you may start answering. Good luck! Okay, since you're all done, let us now proceed to our second activity. Please get a paper and marker or pen and fold your paper into 3 like this and write inform, persuade, and entertain. So in this activity, I will flash excerpts from various speeches and you need to identify if it is under speech to inform, persuade, or entertain. I will give you 1 minute to analyze the speech. After 1 minute, you have to raise your paper and show me your answers. Therefore, I require you now to open your camera. Every item is worth 3 points, so your activity number 2 is over 15 points. Did you understand it? You have to analyze every speech very carefully because each item counts. Are you ready? Okay, good luck class. So here is number 1. The correct answer is speech to inform. Okay, majority of you got the correct answer. Why is it speech to inform? Because in Nelson Mandela's speech, it specifically aims to inform everyone who he really is. He shared to his audience his personal information such as his relatives and even the year and place of his birth. Okay, now let's proceed to number 2. The correct answer is speech to persuade. Only 5 of you got the correct answer. Why is it speech to persuade? Because the ballot or the bullet served as several purposes at a critical point in Malcolm X's life. It was part of his effort to distance himself from the Nation of Islam, and it was intended to reach out to moderate civil rights leaders. Okay? Now let's move on to number 3. The correct answer is speech to entertain. Only 10 of you got the correct answer. Why is it speech to entertain? Because his speech is an interestingly contradictory speech with a comedic approach aimed toward the teenage audience. His intent is not to undermine the common family values but to provide an honest, real-life approach to those values so as to be better understood by the less developed teen mind. Okay, I hope I made myself clear. Number 4, we have the correct answer is speech to inform. Congratulations, all of you got the correct answer. Why is it speech to inform? To put it simply, in her speech, Princess Diana is advocating to ban landmines, particularly in Angola, where the highest rate of amputees were recorded. Now for the last one, the correct answer is speech to persuade. Why is it speech to persuade? The main purpose of the writer in delivering his speech is to fight for his stand about the unequal treatment of people just because of their differences. He wants to convince everyone that no one should be judged just because of his skin color alone, because at the end of the day, we are all humans and therefore should be treated with dignity and respect. So that's the end of our task. I'll add your scores in activity 1 and 2 and they will serve as your quiz for today. But before we wrap things up, let us recall again the things we tackled earlier by playing this escape room. If you manage to escape, then we will end the class. But if not, I will give you a quiz. Okay? Okay, so of course, for you to escape this class, you have to accomplish 5 missions by answering each items correctly. So let's start with our first mission. Again, class, public speaking is a live presentation in front of an audience. And what do we call the fear of public speaking? Fear of public speaking. Yes, Miss Kat? Glossophobia. That's correct. Now let's proceed to our second mission, which is not included in speech according to purpose. How about you, Miss Ange? It is instruct. That's right. Okay, now to our third mission. Isn't it, class, in our discussion earlier, we have speech according to delivery, and we have 4, right? These are reading from a manuscript, memorized, and impromptu and extemporaneous speech. So if we talked about a presentation that is carefully planned and rehearsed, spoken in a conversational manner using brief notes, we pertain to that as? How about you, Miss Joyce? Very good, extemporaneous speech. Next, to our fourth mission. It is the word-for-word iteration of written message using visual aids. How about you, Miss Nicole? What is it? Reading from a manuscript. Very good. Now to our fifth mission. It is the rote recitation of a written message that the speaker has committed to memory. From the word itself, memory, yes, Miss Jamaica? Memorize speech, of course. Okay, very good. For our last mission, let's see what is this. It is a type of presentation of a short message without any advanced preparation. Without any advanced preparation. Yes, Mr. Edmond? Impromptu speech. Okay, very good, class. I can say that you really understood our lesson very well. Congratulations, you managed to escape this class. But before you escape, of course, you have an assignment. But don't worry, I will give you enough time to prepare and accomplish this work. So here is your task. Assignment is reading from a manuscript, and it is a video recording. And you should be able to create an informative speech containing not less than 500 words with 3 parts: introduction, body, and conclusion. Deliver the speech written eloquently and apply the principles of speech delivery that we discussed last meeting. Record your speech. It has no time limits, and wear appropriate attire and pass it on our Google Classroom. Deadline is on February 16, Wednesday, 11:59 p.m. Choose only one from these topics: face-to-face class versus virtual class, impact of COVID-19 pandemic, COVID-19 vaccines, 2022 election, and China versus Philippines, territorial dispute over West Philippine Sea. And you will be graded based from the following criteria: organization, content, speaking style, projection, and overall performance, for a total of 50 points. So questions or clarifications before ending our class? If none, then let us call it a day. You can message me anytime if you have concerns regarding your assignment. Okay? Thank you so much, class, for your time, and thank you so much for participating. Have a blessed day ahead, and may God bless us all. Bye-bye. Stay safe.